Hey everybody, welcome to Easy RC Adventures, our first video. Today we're going to cover, we're going to do a little bit of modifications to my Scx24. I got a new chassis. I've already done a pretty extensive amount to it. Fat Viper, the metal transmission from Injora, new servo, whole bunch of stuff. Some stuff didn't work so good that I've tried. Some stuff worked pretty well. Today we're going to be going to Meus carbon fiber low center of gravity chassis. Got the Injora big bore 40 mils, the oils, brass bottoms too. And just because I like gold hardware, we're going to go ahead and switch to some gold hardware. So I guess we'll kind of jump into it. Alrighty, jumping into it, we might as well just start taking it apart. Get our little wheel hexes off. I like working on these in here because I got my little, like nothing's gonna roll off of here. So find a little tray to put these in temporarily. Yeah, we're gonna start taking the wheels off, getting that broke down. I would start on the new chassis, but I forgot to order a new skid with it, so we're just gonna use the factory skid that's in the truck. Okay, some of my little axle pins are falling out. That's not a big deal, because like I said, I like working on it in here. That way, if stuff like that does happen, it doesn't hit a hard surface, bounce around. Plus, everything is pretty much silver. So, real easy to see. And as I say that, I dropped one of those axle pins on the ground. Not even sure where it went. Those are always fun. Well, we'll find it later. So then we're going to take our body off. I'm sitting here looking on the floor as I'm looking for that pin, and I found a freaking O-ring. What doing, Pete? You having a good day? Mer. Just looking for the, there it is, the right size thing for it. Oh, suppose I should probably pull this out and through. It's gonna be that guy. This is just the lights for the headlights. I'm going to be getting an LED controller so I can turn them on and off from the transmitter. Set that down. Stick those. I guess I'm going to kind of separate all my hardware because I'm going to be switching everything to gold. Alright, then we just body come off like that. Battery. Yeah, I use that plastic Velcro. Put that stuff on my batteries and stuff so you could kind of whatever. But it just clips down real nice. Nice and sturdy. And then I guess, yeah, sorry about the little bit of super glue mess. Tried cleaning it with alcohol and just spread it everywhere. But I suppose our next step would be getting all of my wiring undone. And then we can get back to disassembly. So we'll go ahead and do that. I mean, as far as that goes, basically I just have to cut a bunch of, well, not a bunch, like 5 or 6 little zip ties and slowly finagle everything out of place. But I will be right back with that. Alrighty, we got all the electronics out of it. Just set those to the side for now. Basically, we just have our servo, motor trans, all that stuff. Basically, I guess I'm still just going to continue rip tearing. I had the stock battery tray in here. I didn't need it, but I put it in there because it was a good way to hide all these extra long wires and stuff underneath of everywhere, like my voltage return, all that crap. Wasn't really any good places to hide it, so I stuck that battery tray back in and used it. But not sure what we're going to do with the new chassis. It looks like it has some stuff, like some trays and whatnot. But we'll just continue rip tearing, I guess. Also, these little flex links, if you've thought about getting these, I would not waste your money. We're actually doing away with them today. Several modifications had to be done to even get them to work on my truck. I had to file these down and then throw a spacer in, which doesn't make any sense, but it had to be done to keep the distance. I don't know, it was weird. I'm glad I'm getting rid of them. They're a complete waste of money. But we're just going to go ahead and disconnect all this. Drop everything out. We got our trio portals. We're going to go ahead and unscrew from these. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think I'm going to reuse at least these links. I might put the ones that came with the kit up front, like the rear links up front, because I already had this stretched in the front. But we will see as it goes back together. Alright, so we got that. We don't need these shocks anymore, so we can go ahead and just take these off. Just like that. Go ahead and throw that up there. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use the drive shaft again. We will see. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the front. Unscrew the shocks. Gosh darn it. Let the front end drop down. And then we're going to pull the links off, keep it all together with this. This little toolkit I got came with like all the like little tools you need for working on RC stuff, I guess, but it's got like a little screwdriver type deal that you have to that you can swap these bits in and out of. I just kind of use it in my fingers. I mean, these things ain't even got to be that tight, so finger tight is plenty fine. So I'm sure, obviously, I'm going to say most people that watch this video probably have a lot more experience with these things than I do. What are some of your guys' favorite building options, like favorite chassis, favorite motors, etc.? Because this was all kind of, gosh darn it, get the hell out of there. There we go. Alright, and there's that. We'll take that apart the rest of the way in a little bit, but so that leaves us with this all the way down to there. So we're getting close. I will be right back. No, I have everything right here. Okay, maybe we will have to put it in the driver for that one. That one's pretty tight. Hercules himself must have put that one in. Gosh dang. I'm sitting here trying to look at that through the camera. There we go. Get this one off. Oop. Almost had some difficulties. Alright. These little things are, I can see these coming in handy. I might mess around with these on another build. Like little carbon pieces that come with the flex links. Lights just flickered. It's been storming. Supposed to be some severe ones today. Which kind of stinks because once I get this finished, I won't be able to take it outside and test it. It'll be basically blanket crawling. throw these back in the parts pile. And just another one of the little Allens on each side. Wrong Allen. Right Allen. Alright. And we are pretty much getting there. Couple more dealios. This will be a two-part series thing as well, because as soon as I get this apart, I have to go do something. And I will be back. And that will be the assembly and everything of the Meus chassis. Yeah, as you can see, I got a little bit accidental with the super glue there, using a shock spacer. Use that. I'll just use some real fine sandpaper and get that off there. Hopefully I can get that off the frame rail without messing too much up. This was actually the original ESC tray. I cut it with an oscillating tool. God damn it, I can't get that thing in there. There we go. Oh, flickered again. But yeah, this was the factory ESC tray, and I just took my oscillating tool and zipped everything out on the inside, so it still fits real nice. Nothing was hitting. Let me use magnetic mounts that way too. But it looks like we got one screw holding everything together. And there we go. We are essentially, actually, new chassis has different rear link locations, so these can come out of the skid as well. Oh, I just realized I didn't even have that on camera. I'm sorry. Alright. And that's where we're at. Everything's disassembled. Factory frame rails. Looks like I can build another truck. So, but anyways, like I said, that's where we're at. I'm gonna go do some stuff real fast, and I will be back for the part 2, which will be assembling the Meus chassis and the shocks, new shocks of course, and kind of just going from there. It's storming pretty bad today. I don't know if we'll be able to get it outside. If not, we'll kind of do some blanket stuff. see you guys in a little bit.